Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about conflict resolution. Now obviously inside your classroom there's going to be conflict throughout the span of a school year. So one of my number one things that I try to train staff and teach them is you definitely want your students to trust that you are going to value their concerns. No matter how silly it may sound to you, it is everything to them. So number one, you want to be that advocate to your students and make sure that they are aware that you're here to help them through conflict. Number two, creating some sort of a conflict resolution. I know teachers who create cue cards, or they'll just have it posted in their classrooms. I mean, when somebody does something to you that you do not enjoy, did you tell them that you didn't like that? Did you take a moment to maybe just separate yourself and play with somebody else? What did you do? So we're training our students to deal with these situations, and they're learning those social skills so that when they advance through school, later on they're not going to have to rely on you as heavily. But for you teachers that are with first, second graders, even kindergartners, conflict is going to be very apparent and abundant, especially at the start of your school year. And I think that the number one thing that you really need to start implementing is just developing that trust between you and your students, that when they come to you with a concern, you're not only going to hear them out, but you're going to help them through this process. You're going to involve the other student who may have been an aggressor or something like that, and we're going to talk out this process, but also providing those tools proactively so that when somebody does take something away from them, they are aware of a process that they can try to implement themselves, and when it does become successful, that's just going to become more second nature to them, and they're going to be more likely to implement those strategies on their own without you, which is always great as well. But in the event that they're coming to you, we always want to just value their concerns and help them through this process. When we disregard their concerns and we don't have a strategy for them to implement themselves, they just formulate their own strategies, and their own strategies sometimes may result in putting their hands on another child or doing something out of anger, and that's what you really want to try to avoid. So if a student is assured that by coming to you, you're going to help them through a process, and if you already have a process set in place where there's steps that they can try to take on their own before coming to you, you're going to see a huge success rate within your classroom. So anyway, I hope this was helpful, and thanks for watching.